go. Whoa! What's up, everybody? Welcome to the gosh dang rectangles. It's another 100-degree Wednesday night here in the best city in the world. Oof, nasty. Let me say, it's a bad day to be in the city if you've got basically a mullet. Bad day.
If you've got basically a mullet, there's no way to put it up.
No.
It's
nothing you can do.
Attractive or comfortable.
Nothing you can do. I'm getting some nice, really like little acne on the back of my neck from my hair slime just sitting back there.
That's part of the mullet aesthetic.
Lulu says, I've never seen him in this shade of wet pink before. Thanks, Lulu. That's really nice of you. Really appreciate it. My name's Eric, and over here is
Rowena.
Rowena the wonderful. Rowena, who, as fans know, gets really, really tiny when she performs her characters. Every time.
One day I'll try for it, and then I'll look really, really giant.
Yes. One day you will get big. Awesome start, guys. Stevie, leave me alone. Okay? I'm too hot for this shit. Too hot. We are down to one air conditioner in our apartment, Rowena, and it is tough. It's tough. Our one air conditioner is in our bedroom right now, which I could not be further away from, and it's in there to keep the rats nice and chill.
I have a similar situation, except for there's no rats, but I'm also at the exact opposite end of where I have an air conditioner. And I did physical therapy today, which basically is just working out. And it's so gross. Yeah. It's so gross. In this weather, it's so disgusting. And they do heat after.
What? Horrible. What are you doing physical therapy for, may I ask?
My back.
Your back.
I have a bad back. It's very bad. It's so bad.
Wow, it has to be really bad.
It's bad. But physical therapy is good for everyone, I think. I'm very pro physical therapy, which I think is like
would you be able to could I just argue that like exercise is kind of physical therapy in a way, right?
Yes. Yeah, but not unless you're doing it. If you're doing it wrong, though, that could be the
opposite. Yeah, I know how to do that wrong. I've done it wrong many times before. In fact, including going out here in this weather and just chopping off a quick 5-mile run.
No, you did that?
Yes. Am I not supposed to do that? Is that bad?
Oh, I don't know, but I just lost a little bit of
I lost a little bit out there. I left parts of me out there on the sidewalk. There are parts of me that are just slipping into the drains, growing tiny little Erics. Guys, we're waiting on Justin to arrive. That doesn't mean we're waiting to start the show. We're going to start the show, and at some point in time, the amazing Justin Tyler will show up. But we have a big announcement to make. We told you last week that we were doing it this week, folks. The Patreon is officially live. Our wonderful Patreon is a go-go. We announced it with a video on the YouTube page a couple hours ago. We already have some people signed up for it, which is awesome. You can go over there and sign up for it on the free side, and you'll get access to some stuff. Or you can sign up for it on the $5 or $10 side, and you'll get access to everything that we post on there. But yeah, thank you to everybody that has joined it up so far. It's really, really sweet and cool. We've got 3 tiers here. Backstage Pass, $5 a month. You get access to 3 podcasts a month. A rotating group of 3 podcasts. The Green Room, Game Night, and Characters Welcome Back. We shot one of the Characters Welcome Backs today. Spoiler alert, we shot Bogbird. And look, you can almost see it. Ooh, what could it be?
Whoa.
What could it be? But yeah, we shot one of those today. The $10 a month tier gets you all that, plus access to the vault where we have hundreds of unreleased videos. And the $25 a month tier gets you all of that, but you're also rich. And you just want to throw that money around. You want to kind of big dick it and swing it around.
That's nothing. There's a lot of, people can throw a lot of dicks around here. That's easy.
I pay my gym $25 a month, and I haven't been there in a year and a half.
I mean, $10, that's less than a drink. That's ridiculous.
That's true. That's a really, really good point. $10 is less than a drink.
And what makes you happier?
What makes you happier? A single drink or a lifetime of keeping me in the city for one more year? You know?
Amen.
Yeah. Amen. Corpse Flat 6. 2 beautiful people on my screen. How lucky am I? Wow. How about that? Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Really, really appreciate you, Corpse. Nice to have you here. How are you, Rowena, besides going to physical therapy today? What else is new?
I'm fine. No,
I'm fine.
I'm doing it. Things are really intense. The heat is intense. My husband was working, well, is still working for Brad Lander,
Which rocks.
Yeah,
That's
but
awesome.
also he was running for mayor and had to do a lot of extra things. And my husband had to help do those things. And he got, I don't know if anyone did, spoiler alert, he got arrested by ICE, which was wild.
Oh my God. So
yeah.
What did your hubby have to do when he got arrested by ICE? What was that, like a 911 moment in the war room?
Well, he did. I don't know exactly what was going down, but he was like, he messaged me. He said, Brad got arrested. I was like, what?
I like that you guys call it Brad too. That rocks.
Can I
tell people what you told me about Brad?
Yes.
So I said a couple weeks ago, I was like, should I vote for Brad Lander? And Rowena says, I'm not going to tell you who to vote for or who not to vote for. I think Brad is a cool guy, but he is a mega nerd. Like something along those lines.
I believe I said he is a dork, 100%. Which is not a judgment. It just is what he is. It's just true.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think as someone who's actually spoken to him and sort of knows him, whatever, he would recognize me because he knows who I am.
Yeah.
And it was really cool to see him get that spotlight and handle it really well. I was like, wow, he's speaking.
I think so. I think the cross promotion with Mamdani was really cool. I think once he gave his concession speech or whatever it was, he really knocked it out of the park and was like, thank God, fuck Cuomo, basically. And we were like, all right, cool, dude. You are cool. You are a very cool guy.
He's very cool. He's a cool guy. He's he was actually he's like a pretty good boss. He's been in favor of shit not going back to in the office and things like that.
That's great. Well, that's a true Dorcas move, right? He wants to stay at home and play with his toys or whatever it is he does. He wants to paint his Warhammer 40K figurines and watch Star Trek. So whatever he wants to do, that's great. Very
amen. Fun. Again, love
it. So what is your home life post this crazy election going to look like?
Hopefully, well, no, it's still going to be very busy.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, it's still going to be very busy. I still have 2 children. That doesn't change, but
yeah, you're a mom. Twice.
I forget too. Yeah, it's just busy. It's just a busy world. I mean, literally, you're one of the busiest people I know. Every time I see you, you're like,
that is true. But that's because I just don't manage anything effectively.
You're just winded, perpetually winded.
That's true. I'm very tired. I don't know why I'm tired. Anyway, I'll have another beer and then not go to sleep tonight. But why am I so tired? I wonder what it is.
Go to think.
I'm sitting in a 115-degree room drinking a beer at 8 p.m. Why am I tired?
Everything's getting hotter and hotter. Even though the sun, I don't know how that's happening.
I don't understand the sun either, man. I don't get it.
No, they don't explain it. They don't explain it in school.
Yeah, you're right. The sun's gone away. How come it's still getting warmer? You're right. The Insane Clown Posse, they didn't do enough with magnets. They shouldn't have stopped at fucking magnets out of their work. They should have gone on to the sun.
Listen, if I could see Insane Clown Posse, the things I would do.
You want to go to an Insane Clown Posse show?
I would love to go to the Juggalo. What's the Juggalo thing? Oh no, I used to know this. What's it called?
The Juggalo
Festival? It's called The Gathering. Gathering of the Juggalos.
It's called The Gathering?
Yeah, I think so. People can correct me if I'm wrong, but
The Gathering.
That would be, I mean, I don't know. Some Juggalos might be weird in their politics and views, but I know there's got to be cool Juggalos.
I would argue that if you're going to proudly declare yourself a Juggalo, your views are probably a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Maybe. And that's not bad. I'm just saying Brad Lander isn't at The Gathering and talking about being a Juggalo.
Yeah, but there might be, there could be Juggalos out there that are Lander fans. They're
Lander
voting.
Juggalos? Jugglelanders? Yo, what's up? It's the Jugglelanders. Check it
Those are
out.
my people. Those are my people. I think that I think that there's people like that at the gathering. And yeah, I want to go to those things. I want to go to monster truck rallies. Listen, I'm wearing a mullet. The lifestyle is coming.
I really just like, I'm like, Rowena, how are you? You're like, I want to go see the Juggalos. I want to go to a monster truck rally. You can do those things. Go.
I will. Fine.
Get that bucket list going. Oh boy, it's so fun. Folks, we've been having such a great time chatting here, but I do think we should start the show because you came here for the best goddamn character show on this or any side of the rectangles. What do you say, Rowena?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. I am pumped for our first guest because there's been a lot of talk about these tariffs, a lot of talk about this Cheeto in chief fella. I don't know if you've heard of him before.
I don't know who you're talking about. Never heard of any Cheeto.
I'm about to learn a little bit because get this, folks. Let's welcome to the rectangles a new tariff war. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. I said good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
And
I gathered the press here at NAACP headquarters to discuss the decimation, destruction, and dumbass decision to get rid of DEI. As always, we've come up with a solution to America's cutback of diversity, equity, and inclusion, inspired by, as you can see here, our global trade war. And our neighbors to the north. You see, because as the U.S. hit Canada with tariffs, what did Canada do? They tariffed right back.
Yeah.
So, with cuts to DEI, you know what black people are going to do? We're taking back our black shit. See? Because scholarships and jobs, those were our compensation for letting white folks cosplay as black people since Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So, with these cultural tariffs, black people everywhere are acknowledging the work of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Not that Justin Trudeau. That Justin Trudeau. And please understand, you see, I don't want to do this. I enjoy being friends with white people. Hell, I'm doing this on a predominantly white stream. I've been employed by white startups to work and model on their homepage. I even got a scholarship to a mostly white university. You can't tell? That's me in the middle. And when I was younger, I even helped a white orphan get in Juilliard by helping her dance street. So trust me, these tariffs are a necessity. We're going to start with sports. You see, first tariff, white quarterbacks can no longer run the ball. Because for years, fans attacked black QBs for sprinting and using their full athletic potential. So, white QBs, I'm sorry, you are pass only. This tariff predominantly will impact Josh Allen, Daniel Jones, and half of Patrick Mahomes. And also, may I add that sports bettors, you can only gamble on as many black athletes as black friends you have loaned money to in real life. Either way, you're not getting your money back. So, in case you are also wondering how Shadir Sanders went anywhere past the first round, and if you want to bet on him not going to the CFL, here's my Cash App. Oh, I'm sorry, white folks. My Venmo. Not to be in conflict with the recently launched Patreon for this very channel.
Yeah.
But feel free to scan that. Feel free to scan that and give the NAACP a little taste. And I must announce, if our white brothers and sisters ignore this tariff, well, black people are going to be forced to start playing pickleball. I have paddles ready for America's lowest income schools. And white folks, if you think you're good at pickleball now, trust me, it's only because black people, we are not interested. And I played ultimate frisbee in college, so do not test me. So, continuing on to social media. Before doing a dance to go viral, a dance originated by a black creator, a dance that is part of our culture, white people, you must first do this.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what we call snapping. I don't know what y'all call it. But I gotta say, if river dance is slightly outside of your comfort zone, please tell that to this bubblegum vape cartridge teaching you how to crip walk.
Oh God.
Look like some Amazon boxes that landed under the truck. So until a DEI agreement is reached, black people, see, we also are going to rename the following products. Firstly, White Claw is now Black Fist Seltzer. White Castle, we're going to have to call that Game of Thrones burger. And Blackout Drunk, officially White Privilege Wasted. So please, let me be clear. I don't want to impose these tariffs. So I am willing to rescind them on behalf of the NAACP if either one of our guests can sing the Negro National Anthem. Hosts, this is your chance.
Oh, us?
Lift up your voice and sing. That's it, Asian.
That's
it.
Lift up your voice and sing. You got the first word right.
Oh,
We
no.
did under your
yeah. I remember. Once you said that, I was like, yes, that's also all I know. But I didn't even know.
Oh, no.
So everybody on the stream, please remember this the next time. Remember this moment the next time you're at karaoke and you kick off Lil Wayne, Biggie Smalls, Tyler the Creator, hell, even Whitney Houston, or a light-skinned ass Drake. We'll count them for now because Canada did inspire this. Because there it is.
Oh, every.
Because to black people, free speech is not free. It is prepaid. Much like our cell phone plans. And if we face counter tariffs or any nuclear bombing of toxic white culture, black people, we have to be prepared for the counter tariff and ready for sacrifices. Oh, first of all, let me shout out the people that have donated to our cause so far. I think just above this at about $100 and change. But black people, we have to be acknowledged and ready to give up the things we hold so dear, being rap snacks, slides, and these conservative sellouts. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah. Dejan Tespa-Georgis, everyone. Yeah. Man, that piece is such an all-timer. Also unbelievable that you and I worked on that piece for a month together, and I was positive it was Lift Up Your Voice and Sing. I was absolutely, I was like, I got that part.
Oh my God. So you even knew.
I've seen this piece in the room 5 times and on stage 3 times, and probably watched the video 4 or 5 times. Yep.
Oh my God.
Lift up your voice and sing, everybody.
Lift up your voice and sing.
Your own voice.
My whitest
Just
change
you.
to be, instead of lift every voice, I'm like, lift up my voice.
That's how white people think of that. That's how it's like, well, wait.
Wait, hold on a
What about
second.
my voice?
Lift up
All
my
voices
voice.
matter, Dejan.
All voices matter. Oh,
Not your voice.
just scream that at the Juneteenth show. All right.
Oh, man. There you go. That piece rocks. You've raised over $100 in your Zelle and Venmo, right? Can I ask you real quick,
Yeah.
Dejan? How many Zelles and how many Venmos? I'm not asking that in a racially charged way. I'm just asking.
Oh, the breakdown? No, it's been about 4 Cash App, not Zelle. It's been about four Cash Apps, and the remaining have been Venmos. So I think transaction-wise, the biggest single transaction was $14.69 from a guy whose screen name ends in 1469. I should know the first half of it, but the breakdown's been maybe $20 on Cash App and the rest on Venmo. But it's been
the white people are feeling. White people are humiliated.
Feeling guilty.
Come through on Venmo.
I'm gonna go learn that anthem.
Oh, God.
I did have a friend I haven't seen since 2012. So I lived in Minnesota. She did, when I posted the clip, she responded, I know it. We learned it in 8th grade. I know it. I lift every voice and sing. So I was like, that's cool. She's a white lady in Minnesota. So shout out to Meredith in Minnesota who knows the song. And it was fun.
So does friend of the show, Kathy L. Kathy L says they know all 3 verses.
Hey, nice.
That's incredible.
Excellent public education system.
There you go. A couple good comments here. Speedy the Hero, one of the few who read the live description, can confirm it's the best damn character show on the planet. I've yet to see it in person, though. Speedy, come out on Friday. We have a show on Friday.
That's right.
That is in 2 goddamn days, and we've sold a good amount of tickets for it. I think it's going to be a nice packed up little pride show where Justin and I still don't know what we're going to do, but we're trying to be allies. We'll see.
At this point, Christmas is coming.
Christmas is coming.
Sarah has suggested to us 2 times that we don't speak once during the show.
Okay.
She goes, you know what would be awesome?
Cool.
If you guys just didn't talk. I was like, okay, maybe. And then again today, I was like, I'm not sure what to do on the show. And she was like, you could do nothing. I'm like,
it's like Mr. Evil or Dr. Eviling. She's like,
You went up.
Claxon says, transgender ghost. I'm telling you. Yes. Well, last week I was really inspired by Scheuchler, friend of the show, had an idea that he pitched to us in the Discord that was, I want to hear what you guys think about this. A dad whose 2 kids come out as transgender to him at the same time, and he's really supportive, but really wants them to just take each other's names because financially that just makes a lot more sense. He's just like, well, we already have the Christmas. He's like, we already have the Christmas stockings, and if y'all just take each other's names, I'm being supportive, but just take each other's names.
That I think that's safe and fun. I just watched Rocko's Modern Life Static Cling on Netflix, and there is a beat where they do talk about accepting a trans daughter, and it's I was like, whoa, this is like a pretty adult theme for what when I was a kid was a kid show. And so
is it Big Head? One of the big heads?
Yeah, the dad, yeah. And so, but they do it super well where it's not focused on. You see the 3 friends accept the daughter, and then it's this the dad has a bit of a problem, but they talk through it, and it's this very touching moment in this very silly cartoon. So it can be done. Yeah, it can definitely be done.
It can be done. I mean, I'm getting a lot of support in the chat right now. Appreciate you guys. Maybe I'll try to fucking bang it out, but I do think that's one that I could also give some time to and really make it awesome.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll just fart out some dog shit on Friday and do something really good.
You got any mime bits? Because then you could also comply with the staying silent.
Also not speak.
You know what I hear people want more of? Miming.
Not talking. Yeah, me not talking. Yeah.
Well, if you want to borrow a saxophone, you can do my bit if you want. So,
I do love that bit. Your little circular breathing. Dejan, did you get to do this character on stage anywhere for the week of Juneteenth?
No, not this one. I did a different, very silly one on a show last Thursday. Which we can get into all that.
We don't have to talk about.
We have to get into that.
CB had a tough show on last Thursday. It wasn't really a tough show. It was just tough. Yeah, it was just a tough show.
a tough interaction. But it was we talked through it and are kind of working to it. But point is this we're kind of in like, if I'm going to write something politically relevant, then it's going to be like tech bros getting authorized and potentially war and all this stuff. There's more recent stuff than tariffs, which are kind of the buzzword.
I mean, I did see you did add some really fun stuff to this that I hadn't seen before, which was awesome.
Yeah, I did. The last time I did this, I think, was at UC Black, UC BLK. They do last Saturday of the month, I think.
Yes, they have another one the day after our show. They have one this Saturday.
On Saturday.
Yeah, and the coolest part, I told you this, Eric, backstage at one thing, but Wyatt Cenac was the guest monologist for the last show, and he saw this bit, and he was like, dude, good job. And I was like, oh, wow. I've been watching this since high school.
Did you tell him that I pitched you the Venmo joke?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Did you get his information? Do you think you could still message him?
I mean, I could probably get in touch with him. Yeah.
Is it too late to tell him that?
No, you got the Patreon, right? You're doing okay. You're doing okay. You guys
just tell Wyatt. Just tell him. It's fine.
It's fine. Okay, great.
He's giving bedroom eyes. Just tell him bedroom eyes from Eric.
I told him some awesome things about Rowena, though. Rowena, actually, he does want to meet you.
He wants to meet Rowena.
Yeah,
I know.
I said there's a great show. We've only performed virtually together, but I said I think she's got something.
I know you did because he hit me up. I talked to him.
Hit you up.
Yeah.
Good.
I didn't know it was
that's
him.
Really good. No, that's actually. I'm actually. Cheers to you guys. I'm actually really happy for you guys. That's great. That's really great.
Yeah,
you wasted.
Let
anyone in chat know I just wasted $22 on that 2 seconds.
Worth it.
Holy shit! Wow, that felt good though. That felt really good.
Yeah, I mean that was really fun. And tariffs are hot right now. The only things I didn't the football stuff. I was like, man, I gotta learn. I knew the Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, the Mahomes thing. The joke I added after our Betty show was that like Shadir Sanders, he's seen as this like he's Deion Sanders' son.
I actually know
Sanders
who he is.
Coached him.
Yes, I know this because I'm from Boulder, Colorado, and
wow.
I watched I did know that. I forgot. I also know that, but not because I know about football.
But he went super late. He was expected to go first round in the draft, and I think he was 3 or 4. So that had just happened that day where he was finally drafted.
I'm interested. Yeah, if on your opinions of that, Dacian, do you think he was overhyped, or you think there was some racism involved?
I don't know if racism, maybe more so. Yeah, maybe a little racism, maybe 20%. But I think there's also like he's like, I think tough. He's like, he has a reputation that will sell tickets. And maybe I'll also say like LeBron James' son being drafted to the Lakers. That's a bit of nepotism because
I don't even know anything about that. And I thought that was silly. I was like,
that just,
what?
Yeah. There could be a degree.
Obvious.
Yeah, it's like wrestling. You know? If they're putting up a play, I'm going to alley up to my dad. That's like a moment I would pay $200 to see live, and I don't think tickets are even that much.
Is it about the game, or is it about just like we want to give people a good show? Like that's a good moment. That's a good moment.
So
that's
I do. And someone
playing ball together,
just like I never had growing up. I would pay for that moment.
Claxon says the dreaded 20% racism always gets us. Really, really fun. All right, Dacian, you got anything you want to plug or promote? Anything you're excited about? Any other shows coming up?
We got Betty, July 9th.
Betty July 9th.
On July 9th. I got a new sketch going up probably tomorrow. I think I can finish editing it. I did like a cover kind of thing of Who's on First. But I cut myself in with different haircuts, and it's called Dudes on First. It's about finding a barber. It's so dumb, but it's so tight. It's so freaking tight.
I want to see it. You just said you cut your face into something.
Yeah,
you got me.
I had an afro, and then I had short hair, and then I was like talking to myself. The edits, it takes me too long to edit this thing, so I have to do good writing bits like this instead of like, oh, this will be fun when I get into Premiere. So yeah, check the YouTube and Instagram. That's where you'll find me.
There you go. We'll check it out. Dejan, thank you so much for being here. That character fucking rocks, folks. Run, don't walk to anything that Dejan does. Check him out at Deja Comedy.
Hey,
and we'll see you soon, all right, buddy? I think we're going to have you on next week, right?
Yes, I'll be here next week with some new stuff. Yeah. Can I ask one question?
No.
To you all in the chat. Do I look super sweaty? Does it appear? Does it come through on my camera?
I can answer that.
My answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look, I mean, not as sweaty as me, but a little bit sweaty. I literally look like I'm drowning.
You look like you got out of the pool.
I look sick, and you look like hot, Dejan.
Oh my god!
Hey! Right out of the pool, baby.
There we go.
Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you.
Thanks a lot. See you soon. Bye.
Wow. I want to really quickly call out somebody. I'm posting their name in the chat. Thank you so much to Orange Slice, who just joined our Patreon as we were speaking.
Woo!
Thank you so much, Orange Slice. They just landed in our Discord. They just joined our Patreon. Really appreciate you. Folks, if you want to join our Patreon at the $5 level or the $10 level or the You're Rich level, you can head on over to that bad boy and check it out. We really appreciate you, Orange Slice, and we hope you have a good time here for the rest of your days. Cool.
I like that name, Orange Slice. That's like so summer, so appropriate. Exactly what I need right now in this heat.
It's nice. Do you have, Rowena, any like usernames or like an AIM messenger name or anything that you've used over and over again that's kind of like iconic to you?
It's not iconic.
You have one that you use all the time or anything like that?
When I was younger, it was terrible, and I wish I had a better one to share, but it was Row Baby 13.
Like ROW?
ROWBABY 13. And when my stepmom found out what that was when she was coming, like she was from Pennsylvania, she was coming, and she just knew like my email. And she thought I was like a super bad. She thought it was like Row Baby.
Row Baby. And let me also just say that, folks, Rowena and I, we were basically like some of the first people to ever be on the internet. So Rowena did not need to put a 13 after that name. There were not 12 Row Babies before that.
It was because I think I made it and you had to be 13. And
that's so funny.
I was like, I'm 13.
My first one that I used I used two forever that are both really embarrassing. My first one that I ever had was Bookworm 090. That was a huge one I had. And then I had one that was ADREFRK 9. Adra Freak 9, and what it was short for was Audio Adrenaline Freak. And Audio Adrenaline was a Christian rock band from the mid-90s that I was in love with.
No.
Band named Audio Adrenaline, and I was an Audio Adrenaline freak.
I'm sorry. That got worse and worse. It got worse and worse.
It's so bad.
Like fine, cute, whatever. You liked books, and like you were also like 12 or 13, and people like books.
Losers, like, you know who likes books? Brad Lander. That's who likes books, dude.
Yeah, dorks. But were you a Christian? Were you seriously into Christianity, or you just really love the music?
I was raised Catholic, and my mom was like really into like being Catholic for like 5 years. She was like, this is my personality now, so this is happening to you guys.
I'm a nun.
Yes, and she would take us every summer to this thing. This is real, you can look it up, called Catholic Heart Work Camp. And it was a week of like doing it's promoted as being like giving back to your community. And it was a week of you going and sleeping in a gymnasium with like 500 other like 13-year-old kids, getting up at like 5 a.m. and doing manual labor at someone's house until 7 p.m., coming back to the gym and going to church for 3 hours and then going to bed. And we were like, this is amazing. This is incredible.
Okay. So you were like a youth you like got, because I did also, that was really smelly. That whole story was really smelly. I could smell all the smelly children.
Horrible. Horrible. There's nothing
I was
stinkier than God's love.
I got into groups, but not because I was religious at all. I was raised Buddhist, like didn't have anything to do with anything churchy, but I knew the youth groups were where the kids went to, like, you know, I don't know, hang, and then like people were having a blast. They were doing things. I remember
they were loving life.
One of the things was stuffing people's mouths with marshmallows every time the Police song said Roxanne. They said Roxanne. So there was I have a vivid visual of just people lined up with a Roxanne.
Bro,
people were loving it. They were having the best time of their lives. I was like, whoa.
Yes, because they never like fingered somebody in the back of a bus before, so they didn't know what real fun was.
Marshmallows down someone's gullet.
They didn't know what they were missing out on. Oh. Kathy said I did that every summer in high school. Protestant, though. We didn't have 3 hours of church. Yeah. Secor says work camp. Yes, Secor. It was called Catholic Heart Work Camp. That is what it was called. Unbelievable. Stevie says I love being Jewish. I know, Stevie. If I, man, my whole life would be different.
I mean, I was not any of that. I was Buddhist. People would say things like, my parents were like hippie, like, you know, they went to follow this Tibetan teacher, and kids would say things to me like, "You're Buddhist? Are you like one with everything?"
You literally were like raised Buddhist?
Yeah. I also went to a camp where we marched and chanted like Buddhist stuff. Yeah, I guess yeah. We just didn't have any instruments.
Yeah. Holy shit. What a life, folks. What a life. I think we have to keep this thing going. We're just having so much gosh dang fun. What do you say? Are you ready to introduce the next character?
Yeah. Ready as I'll ever be.
Let's do it then. Let's get it.
All right.
You know what it is?
I do. No. This person. Oh my God. Oh wow. Yeah. I've seen this a lot and I love it. I can't get more of it. It makes me want to breathe a lot. I'm telling you, I actually love this. This is one of my favorite things on TV that come on. It is, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for how men's body wash is sold?
Whoa!
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder.
What's up, asshole? If you're like me, you're a man. Lucky you. And if you're a man, you work like a man, you play like a man, and you smell like shit. Hell yeah. Fuck you. That's why every morning I shred my hair, whack my bod, flay my pits, and crucify my face with Axe 27-in-1 bathroom puss. Axe 27-in-1 bathroom puss is a nuclear blue viscous goo that shouts, "I don't have time for personal hygiene. I have to roughhouse with a stranger's dog and then buy a knife as a groomsman gift." And notice I said bathroom puss, not body wash. That wasn't a mistake. I don't make mistakes. I'm a man. And when I do make mistakes, it's your fucking fault. We're talking shampoo, conditioner, exfoliator, moisturizer, massaginizer, and more. Pick a hole. This shit goes in it. Axe 27-in-1 bathroom puss is a product for men. That's why the bottle is shaped like a building from the movie Blade Runner. And it was designed by men, little sportsmen who yell at big sportsmen on the TV. Run faster or I'll kill myself. Picture this. Your nuts smell like fuck, but you left your deodorant on your motorcycle next to your loaner copy of Top Gun and a half pack of baby back ribs. Bathroom puss. Picture this. You worked up a sweat from a long day of hunting down and murdering therapists for trying to make you say your feelings out loud. Bathroom puss. Picture this. You punched so many holes in your living room wall that it is now technically the outside. bathroom puss. Because if there's one thing men know, it's this. The bathroom is for two things: shaving my balls and shitting my butt. And bathroom puss will get you in and out of there faster than you can shake your dick around like a little noisemaker after you make pee-pee and don't want to use the toilet paper. Your undies have drippies on them because you're a man. Wondering if bathroom puss is right for you? It isn't. Men don't wonder. Girls wonder. Boys wonder. Stevie wonder. Wonder years. Year of the Tiger, Tiger King, King Kong. Conga line dance. Dance off and on. Onomatopoeia. Pia in the bathroom. Bathroom puss. Acts 27 and 1 bathroom puss. Choke out split ends and step on dandruff's neck. It leaves your skin feeling smooth like a gun. It's so strong it'll make you cry, but you're not allowed to cry because that's what Father said, and we respect Father. Yes, sir. Fuck, dude. Why won't he say I love you? What did I do? What did I do? Comes in 4 cents. Dump truck, bald eagle, gaslight, and red. We also make a women's none-in-one essential, reinvigorating, exfoliating, mystifying, moisturizing, exercising, full of lysing buddy bottle water. It costs $112 and does absolutely nothing. Wow.
Yay!
I got progressively redder and redder as I David Birch says, is he burnt? No, I'm just existing, David. It's 114 degrees outside.
Yeah, you're so right.
It's horrible. Stevie says this is the most Justin character that you have. That's true. That's a good point. I'm so red.
It's really like
I'm not a regular color. I'm glistening as well. I'm
You're
literally like
purple.
Yes. It's not good. Whatever I am is not good.
Oh man. I love that the body spray. The way that it is advertised is exactly, I didn't know what this was going to be, but I knew exactly what was coming, and I love every second of it. It's the
Claxon says, Eric, I'm a musician and I would love to sample that line delivery in a song. Go ahead. Go get them. There's also 2 versions of this on the YouTube page. There's one that I did during COVID that's like in an actual bathroom, and one I did on stage. So sample whatever you want.
This is so filmable. You could film like this.
I shot a version of it during COVID, and it was really, really fun.
Oh, that's what you mean. I didn't know if you meant like a live one.
No, yeah, I did it like in a bathroom. It's it's so funny because I have all these like deleted scenes of me just because Sarah and I were living together at the time. Sarah like is like, all right, you want to do one more? I'm like naked in a bathtub. Like, can we get one where I step on it with my foot? Like, she's like, okay, whatever, dude.
Now you need to film. This is when you need to do it in this hot weather so that you have this body, this like purple body.
This is it. Now I'm ready. This purple body, dude.
Purple body, not included.
I will say I'm not putting that shirt back on. I took that shirt off and just touching it, I was like, that is the wettest thing I've touched since I took a shower.
So disgusting.
It's horrible. Yeah, a lot of lists in that one. That's true. I added some stuff too. I'm glad that I was like kind of also piquing your reaction to it. I added the like shit. You do 2 things in there. You shit with your butt and like whatever. I was like, I wonder how that'll play.
That was funny. Yeah, it was very true to like, well, what's funny is I think that is true of the shower. The funny thing about showers and these like shower for men ads is they make it seem like men, like it's something strange to them, but every single person that I've known that has been socialized as a man or like takes luxurious showers, like gets lost in the shower. Like I've heard, like I hear like ooh, noises, like joy just emanating from the shower. One of the children that I used to teach would say was like a little kid and would be like, Miss Rowena, I take luxurious baths.
That's so awesome. I historically take baths. I love pass. And David, there you go. David, you know exactly what Rowena is saying. The note behind the note is that's hog time. That's what's going on in there. You're like, oh, it's like guy sig lasers. No, we're just slapping our dicks and balls.
Okay, that too. Obviously, I am aware of this. But I think there is also a getting lost in the shower that is not acknowledged, as if like men hate bathing and they can't stand it. But really, they love it just as much.
Really, they just hate themselves. Oh, this makes sense. Siri Cressy says, are you both in bathrooms? Really good question. Rowena, are you in a bathroom?
No.
No. I'm not.
I'm in the kitchen though, so similar kind of.
I'm not in a bathroom. I will show you where I'm at, Siri, so you can see. This is my very organized prop office, okay? And I'm going to tell you this. This is probably the most organized it's been in a while, okay? Ready?
Okay.
That's behind me. Look at how wonderful it looks. Doesn't it look beautiful?
Yeah.
Wow. It is so full of shit. I can't stand up right now.
It's okay. I'm in my kitchen and it is also full of shit, but I'm not going to show you any of it.
Okay, fair enough. Kitchen is just a genetically modified bathroom. That is the type of content I'm here to hear. I agree with that. I love that.
I mean, that room is okay to be. There's something. It's organized chaos. I see that everything is everywhere, but that kind of space is meant to be like that.
I also know where everything is. Yeah. Like, for example, if somebody's like, hey, could you tell me where the actual like skeleton is with the robot head on it? I'm like, yes, I know where that is. Well, what about the sword? He's holding the sword. So we know where everything is.
Yeah, they're placed askew. I'm not going
to say they're coup. I'm going to say they're askew.
Askew. I have a similar like desk nook that is, it's my nook and it has my things and I know where everything is. And I have it very like squished in there. I have a printer because it's a 1-bedroom that I live in and it is 4 people. And I have managed
4 people. Holy shit.
So I know about what it is to have a lot of shit on shit, but it's like, what are you gonna do? We're in New York. We don't have big spaces.
We're in New York. We don't have big spaces. We don't have air conditioners. We're just doing what we can fucking do.
We're doing our very fucking best.
That's true. Yeah, I was good at spy books growing up, and I don't keep all my shit scattered on the floors though. Lulu, oh God, I was wondering where the mean little nasty comments were. There they are. Oh, you've arrived. Thanks, Lulu. Lulu, sometimes I go to bed and my last thought before being like, that was a good show tonight was like, Lulu really fucking
got you. Just got you right. My eyes were about to close.
And then I was like, oh God, that thing that Lulu said. What can you do?
Listen, I still like to have fun. I like to search for my things for fun.
Yes.
I have an adventure every single day.
Every day is an adventure of wondering where things are. Callie gets really pissed off at me because I ask her where things are. I mean, this is like a classic dumb dude thing, but I ask her where things are all the time, and she can tell me exactly where every single thing in this house is.
Yeah,
she knows where everything is.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Do you feel like you're like that?
No, I know where everything is. Yes, I do feel like I know where everything is. I know where every single thing, but that doesn't always mean I remember that I was looking for something, and then or that like.
Fair.
While I go to look for something, I'll be like, "What did I?"
Fair enough. Kathy says, "Didn't you break your AC though?" Yes, Kathy, I did break my air conditioner, and I'm waiting on Amazon to deliver me a tube. Currently, my like portable AC has no tube that goes to the window, so there's no way to get the hot air to go away, which renders
one of those like silvery tube things.
Yeah, like the long, like, and it like stretches and gets shorter and shit like that. So, yeah.
See, wait, you need one of those. Do you still have the other one?
The other tube?
Yeah.
No, we threw it out like idiots. I do feel really stupid. I threw it out, and then I was like, why did I do that?
No, it's good. It's better to throw it out. Stop. Actually, it's better. It's better to throw it out. I was like, that could be such a cool prop.
Yes, and that's what Raisin says. The tube you used for a character? No, Raisin, that tube is on the only working AC, which is a window AC, which is pointed directly at 3 rats who are very comfortable right now. They are feeling really.
Listen, life is hard for them. Life is hard for us, but life is hard for them.
Life is hard for them. We had to move them into the bedroom to keep them cool. And that has also been great because, get this, Rowena, they're nocturnal, which means from about 11:30 p.m. to about 6:30 a.m., this is what they do all night when I'm trying to sleep. I swear to God, they do this. And then they find another piece of paper. It is the tearing of little tiny pieces of paper for 8.5 hours every night. The slow little tear.
They're trying to fuck with you. Not me at all. My friend in college had a chinchilla in her room, and chinchillas are also nocturnal. And so whenever she would have it was always a funny story because she would have a guy over or something, and no one would ever know. In the middle of the night, the chinchilla would just go buck wild, and then throw poop out of it.
Chinchillas are crazy.
They're really good. That chinchilla, she didn't get rid of it, kill it. She put it on to someone else who
she got rid
took care of it for a while.
Yeah, I mean, they're nuts. They shit every second of the day. They're just shitting, first off.
Her room, every time I went into her room, I was like, there's shit everywhere.
I know. And that's what I feel. What, was it out of the cage? They just
it was going out because the chinchilla was kicking it, was pushing it out.
Oh.
He was taking good care of it. This chinchilla was excessive.
I mean, that's how our rats are. Our rats are being if you saw the cage that the rats are in, you would scream. It is the biggest cage. It is huge. It's massive. It's a mansion. They love it. And they have so many little pieces of paper to tear. Oh, good for them. Good for them.
They know when they also know. They're like, he's about to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like this. They're saying they're doing that to entertain you is what Claxon says. Yeah, that's right. They're like, oh, he's here. Quick.
But maybe he'll put us on his live stream.
Quick.
He doesn't know.
Let's drink from this thing for the next 2 hours. It's so bad, man. I can't stand it. Stevie's obsessed with that. Stevie, go ahead.
I was gonna say I had a rat briefly, but
just one?
Yeah, named Daisy, but she died, and she never became super. I had a dream of her being on my shoulders, going everywhere, on my head. Whoa, there's a rat. No,
not like that. We have one rat that is like that. That's very cool. And so we're 1 for 3. The other 2 suck, but we have one really nice rat. So you just got to get more. That's the answer, Rowena.
1 out of 3. 1 out of 3 good rats. That's better odds than some humans. 1 out of 3 people. I don't know.
That's true. I can't name 3 people that I like off the top of my head.
At all.
Yeah. There's 3 of us here. You, me, and Jorge, and none of us are good people.
No.
We're 0 for 3.
1 out of 3 rats.
1 out of 3 rats, not bad. Rowena, I think that we should move on to our next character. What do you say?
I agree.
Great.
I'm ready for this character.
So excited for this. We talked a lot about our kind of our past tonight. I talked about being an audio adrenaline Christian rock freak, and I would say that there was a point in time when I was really young where I was like, "This is the coolest I'll ever be." And so let's maybe visit that with our very next character, a kid that peaked in 1991. Yeah.
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal her. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nicht mehr alleine tanzen. Tanzen, tanzen. Alleine tanzen, tanzen.
What?
Hey, you. Yeah, you. You're new here. Welcome to Shangri-La Preschool. My name is Robin, and I'm the bitch that runs this place. I may be 3.5, but I control 100% of this preschool. I'm the queen bee of pre-K. Yeah, I know my letters. Listen, I like you, so I'll tell you how things go around here. This town is what my dad calls hippy dippy. And this preschool is the hippiest and the dippiest. Like, we have a mud pit, and do you see all the clay everywhere? Yeah, there are no rules. Anything goes. Anything I want, that is. See, my parents are getting a divorce, and I'm learning very quickly how to manipulate grown-ups. Also, I'm fucking smart. Like I said, I know my letters. I can count. I know that it's 90, 91. I know my address is 7177 13th Street, Boulder, Colorado, 80301. And I'm absolutely adorable. Like Shirley Temple, eat your heart out. This. Miss Maria, I can't reach my cup. I'm tired. I'm tired because you said we were going to have a new student today, and I was so excited. I didn't even sleep not one bit. I'm tired. I need help. Can you give me the... Oh, thank you, Miss Maria. I get what I want when I want. Last week was my dad's birthday. And I know my dad is the greatest person ever, and I wanted to do something for him. But I'm only 3 and I have no money. So I convinced the teachers, Miss Maria and Miss Nora, to have a whole lesson on baking, and we made a 3-layer buttercream frosted cake for my dad. That's not even my birthday. These people love me, and it's sickening. Also, I know magic. Yeah, yesterday my dad told me what witches are, and I said, that's me. I'm a witch. And now I can do magic. Also, I cut my hair myself last week. You love it, don't you? My mom fucking freaked. She screamed so loud, and I was like, whatever. And she was like, you're a toddler, not a teenager. Stop acting like one. And I was like, I'm a teenager. And she was like, you're 3, not 13. And I was like, actually, I'm 3.5. And also, you said I could be whatever I want, and I want to be a teenager. Oh my God, are you even listening to me? Hello? Oh, that is Jamie M. Don't even think about looking at Jamie M. My ex. Yeah. We played Beauty and the Beast together. It got pretty serious. But I don't know. He eats dirt now or something. Oh, and stay away from Jamie B, Jamie S. I mean, all the Jamies, really. I kind of have a thing for Jamies, and I have a crush on literally every single one of them. Even Jamie L. People don't get her, but I do. We both love the Red Ranger. It's like fate. Do you Power Rangers? Oh my God. Are we? Mighty Morphin? I know an uppercut. Okay. You're funny. What? You like my style? Of course you do. Thanks. This clip is something I got out of the Lost and Found. I told my parents the other day that the other one got it from me. I keep doing it. This bin is really the gift that keeps on giving. Oh, and this, oh my God, it's a sleeping bag. Well, this was a more inspired moment. It was like I woke up and I didn't want to leave bed, And so I demanded that I take some of the bed with me to school. And my dad was like, no. And I was like, yes. And he was like, no. And I was like, yes. And he was like, oh, I have to go to work. And I was like, yes. So here I am. And it's all the rage now, right? Perfect for nap time. Oh my God. Don't look now, but Spencer is totally looking at you. Does that make you uncomfortable? Yeah, it makes you uncomfortable. Miss Maria? Yeah, come here. Come here. Spencer is pinching me. Yeah, with his eyes. You know, I know he's over there, but he's pinching me with his eyes like this. He's like, ooh, and it hurts me. It hurts. Yeah, it hurts. See that? Now he's gonna get it. I'm out for all of snack. Yesterday, I found out about this thing called science, and I wanted to know if people could eat paper towels. So I decided, what? Do I have paper towel in my teeth? What are you saying? Wait, what do you mean you know me? What? How? Donna's daycare? but I was only there for like a billion weeks or whatever. What? No. You're the party pooper.
What?
You pooped at your own party, and I told everyone to look. Oh my God. Sarah. I thought you died of embarrassment. That's what my mom said. Oh my God, what do you mean I have to pay? What are you doing? Why are you biting your arm? No, no, that's not me. I'm not biting you. I'm not biting you. That's not me. I didn't tell them to look when you were pooping. I was just laughing really hard. No, Miss Maria, no, Miss Maria, I'm not biting her. I'm not biting. No. Time out. No.
Rowena Lair, everyone. Get it. Yeah. Wow. So good. Wow. Look at that. You lost your. Oh, yeah. There's good now. That's exactly
good.
what we want. That's exactly what we want. Wow. Look at that here. Let me just. I want to be an ally here.
Yeah, it might not go back down. I can do so many fun things with this mullet.
Yeah, your hair looks great. Right now, you're giving me like Wednesday Addams.
Yes.
It's good.
A little bit of Wednesday, a little
Cristal,
bit of
I'm late. What's up, Cristal? How are you? That character rocked. I noticed you mentioned Boulder, Colorado in there, which you're from.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
is there truth to this?
It's almost 100% true fact, my own life.
Yeah.
Except for how mean, and I'm not lying. I genuinely, the meanness is the part that I put on, but the cake, a lot of the stories are real things that happened in my preschool because
damn,
I was beloved.
Damn, you're in it. You were beloved? I know. You were like, everyone's obsessed with me. I hate it. Like, it's so weird. That was such a funny line in that.
It's sickening. It's like, yeah, because I used to joke, and I used to tell people like I peaked in preschool because never again have I held so much power. There was more stories of things I did. I organized a whole trip that was supposed to go to the savannah because we just learned about it, to go see like the African animals, and I was like, we're just gonna go on a trip. So I organized, and my school, the teachers indulged enough to go around the block. And everyone else, all the other kids were like, haha, that was great. And then we go back in, and I was like,
excuse me.
This is not the savannah.
Yeah.
I was told. And then my teacher was like, next week we'll go to the zoo.
You forced them to take you to the zoo.
Yeah. So I didn't get everything I wanted, but it was a cool zoo.
But you pretty much got everything you wanted.
Yeah.
I want to call out real quick, folks, as we're chatting here. We got 2 new Patreon subs. Let's give a big old shout out to the Kathy Lee. Appreciate you. Kathy Lee, who knows every word to lift every voice and sing, if you can believe it.
All 3 verses.
And let's thank the second person. Let's thank Hal for your sub, your $5 a month sub. We appreciate you, Hal. We hope to see you in the Discord, and thank you so much for giving us that support. Thank you. Woo! Love that. Jorge, can I ask you a question? Is Big Dog here? Is Big Daddy here?
Big Daddy's here.
Bring him in.
Big Daddy.
That is not how I want to be.
Wow.
Whoa. How red are you, though?
I'm not. I'm pretty dry. I'm pretty.
You are somehow ready. You missed all the discourse where everyone called me the Purple Man.
Well,
you are.
Great. Did your shirt come off on purpose, by accident, or by its own?
It came. My shirt. Yeah, actually, my shirt had so much sweat in it that it grew a brain, and it lifted its own thing out the window. No, I took it off for a character because I'm smart and never put it back on.
Genius. Yeah, that's known as smart. Rowena, how are you? I saw your piece. Very fun. So real to the lifestyle that we're talking about here.
I know. I don't think I was a popular kid in preschool. I don't think I knew. Like, you're telling me stories of you in like preschool and kindergarten, and I'm like, I have no stories from that because I don't remember anything.
Yeah, I didn't go to preschool. I was feral. We were loose.
You were just a lake child.
I almost was. The thing about having a mud pit is real. My preschool had a mud pit, and we would have mud pit days where we just get down in our underwear and go in the mud pit.
Yeah, you were wrestling for money. You were like a cockfight for kids.
This makes me feel like I could start a preschool right now, and no one would think what I do.
Eric, this is not the pivot for you. This is not the pivot for you.
Cancel the Patreon. Cancel the. I'm going to change the name of the Patreon. We're changing
to preschool.
Yeah, we're changing to preschool.
Welcome to Bogbird's Preschool. Everybody, grab your cigarettes. There's a stark line between sandbox kids and mud pit kids.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we originally had a sandbox, and then there became a mud pit. So
I would say that, Justin, you must have been a mud pit kid. Jorge, do we have any video, or do we have any picture proof of Justin being a mud pit kid?
All of it. Well, I love the look of confusion on my face in that. Like, huh?
Did you just say you love the look of confusion on your face right there?
Yeah.
Are you able to read what is going through in your mind right there?
I look like a drawing of a shocked. I'm a shocked doodle in this.
You're just a shocked dude.
A shocked dude.
Doodle. There is a. You go.
We have a photo of him as a shocked dude.
Yeah.
There he is. That's the only other picture. Oh,
there's my guy.
That one is actually amazing because there is not a square inch of your head that is not covered in shit. That's actually amazing. Like, even your eyebrows are like
look at both of my lips.
It looks like the insides of both of your lips.
I look like Clayface coming soon from DC, the DC universe.
What is that substance?
Oh, and that was the lowest effort version of this, where Justin just kind of.
I had stuff to do later that day.
That's stuff to do.
Those are the same characters.
No, they are not actually.
Sunscreen on his face.
Those are two different slops. One is
that one looks like Justin,
the last bite of dessert.
That one looks like Justin kissed a bowl of yogurt.
Yeah.
Yum yum. I love my. Yes, I love you, Nusa. I was going to say something so long ago, but now I forgot completely what it was.
We were talking about
being a feral child. No, yes. It's gone.
Oh, it's
great. Happy to be here.
Just happy to be here. He's just happy to be here. I know you have got one. You got a character lined up, Justin. You can do it or not if you don't want to.
No, I'm here for it.
You're here for it. Love that.
This is characters welcome.
Let me just bring you up to speed, Justin. During the course of this show, we've had 3 people sign up for the Patreon.
I love it. I see it. I'm so excited that the Patreon's out there. All of the work and the hype and all that, whatever. But the things we've been making are so wild and fun. I'm so excited for everyone to just see them because it's different types of things we're doing. We were taping today. I still have sourdough juice in my hair right now.
Yes.
Oh, look at this
blurred image. What could it possibly be?
Yeah, talk about a doodle. We'll never unravel that. Wait, put that back up real quick, Jorge.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you read the body language coming out of Hartney and I? We're both like, yo, take a minute.
Also, I won't reveal exactly what we shot, but I will reveal that today was a 100-degree day, and I was inside basically a mascot for about a half an hour. Yes. I had half of my brain in whatever we were doing, and 50% of my brain was in survival mode. Just being
you can't do bog burger without being a bog.
I don't know how someone hasn't, like, this show, honestly, we've been talking about a lot of gross things. How has someone made it through?
Shouts.
It's because these people are just as weird. Look at Red's comment. Nipple cam moment. See? Everyone here is just here for it. They love it.
Whoa, that angle, I don't know.
You don't like that? I mean, it's not flattering for me.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm watching out for you, big dog.
Thank you, big dog, big bird.
Bog dog. You're bog dog.
Bog dog. You know what? We're a hot $1.10 into this bad boy. Why don't we get to our very final character of the night?
Let's do it. I say yay.
We've really had it going on a journey here today, though, Justin. We really had a hell of a time. I'm not saying it was more fun if you weren't here, but it was.
Here, let me throw this out to you. I watched a lot of the show. I was driving and I tuned in. So shouts to you guys. Beautiful stuff. Really got into it with Dajan. Really nice.
Yeah, we really started chatting. We really had a good time. Let's get to our final character of the night, though. We are so excited for this last character.
Yes. Zekor, we will get to you, promise.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry, Zekor. Justin even sent it to me, and I didn't say a goddamn thing. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. We got you. We'll get you you'll be our closer.
Yes, you'll be our closer. But for now, folks, it's hot out there, but it's not hot enough to enjoy a little bottomless mimosa. You know what I mean?
That's the juice that keeps
nothing
you going.
Nothing like this weather, like some pancakes, some eggs benedicta. And their next character, please welcome to the Rectangles, your brunch waiter. Yeah.
Ooh. Took the midnight train going anywhere. Hey, what's up? I'm Dante. I'm the bar chef here at Bar Bangarang. Thanks for coming out to our open mic karaoke brunch. Don't worry, I will be doing Don't Stop Believing again shortly. I always do it 6 times. Now, I heard you had a couple questions about our signature loaded Bloody Mary. I get it. I'll walk you through it. It's pretty simple, actually. We start with a basic top shelf vodka infused with ghost pepper, ghost busted pepper, and a handful of pterodactyl teeth. Then we hit some tomato juice, clamato juice, and demi lovato juice. In goes a handful of fresh horseradish made from actual horses. Yes, this one is shaved table side off of Seabiscuit's actual hoof. Precious commodity. See, it's simple. Then we do a super basic salted rim composed of salt, sugar, cocaine, a strand of Marilyn Monroe's hair, and a smattering of street pills. Street pills, as we know, are those random loose pills that people drop on the street. I collect them during the day and eat them alone at night. I'm a forager, but then we get even simpler with our garnish. It's just a single piece of celery, deep fried in duck-billed platypus fat, and filled with caviar stolen from Vladimir Putin's crisper drawer by a spy who was killed in the act. Haunted. Then you've got a piece of bacon made from the pig in the movie Babe. Don't be upset. He was cute in the movie, but off camera, he was a real prick. And of course, we top it off with a cube of cheese made from the breast milk of a hyperlactating Park Slope mom. It tastes like Xanax and AirPods that won't connect to your iPhone. Get back to basics by adding a hamburger slider, a buffalo chicken wing, and the 12-course tasting menu from 11 Madison Park in Manhattan. It's vegan now. On top of that, we drop a quail egg, a dolphin testicle, and a VHS tape of the original Dune. Hard to find. And we're just getting started with how simple and basic this signature loaded Bloody Mary can be. Next, we throw on a mozzarella stick, a vial of your childhood tears, and a 2009 Ford Explorer. Getting old now. And finally, we top it all off with the ultimate garnish. Another signature loaded Bloody Mary. I'll walk you through it. It's pretty simple, actually. We start with the basic top shelf vodka infused with ghost pepper, ghost busted pepper, and a handful of pterodactyl teeth. Then we hit it with tomato juice, clamato juice, and demi lovato juice. Oh, stop. You heard it the first time I shouted this series of nonsense? No problem. All right. Enjoy your signature loaded Bloody Mary. Each sip is 10,000 calories and costs $10,000. And now back to what you've been waiting for, the karaoke. Just a small town girl living in a...
Justin Tyler, everyone. Wow. Glab a nice day.
Yeah. Definitely. We all have our signature moves. Eric, beautiful costumes. Rowena, a deep understanding of a character's insanity in their world. Me, saying the words that are barely words as fast as possible.
There you go.
And that's
Ziegler also knew your blackout line about a minute before you said it. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
When you came back to it, I was like, yes. Oh, yes.
Yes.
That's what we wanted. Finish the song. I've later gone on to sing this song live at the show, sort of top to bottom. Also known as Big Mistake.
I have some clips of that. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah. Incredible.
Wow. Justin, are you a Bloody Mary guy? Are you a guy that goes and orders Bloody Marys?
I do. I like a Bloody Mary. I don't like all the junk on top. I just like the stuff.
You like a simple. Plain. You're a simple.
I'm an anti-elitist. I think I talk about that too much. Yeah. So when everyone's like, there's a shrimp, I'm like, go to bed. No, we don't need that.
Go to need all that. You don't like that? When I make my bloodies at Threes Brewing, Gowanus, I put 2 olives, 1 lemon wedge, and a single bourbon cherry on top. That's what
bourbon cherry.
A single bourbon cherry at the very top. What do you think about that?
That's interesting. You're adding a sweet angle.
I don't know.
That's your touch. That's your little like.
That's my little thing. Our Bloody Mary also is the kimchi Bloody Mary.
Really?
Oh, so you're putting the sweet with the kimchi, then the sweet with the spicy is a little nice. Like that's looking out for them too, because they probably will if it's a little too spicy and they need to like.
And any of my regulars will say I'm always looking out for them. You can check any of the Yelp reviews from Monday nights at Threes Brewing, and they all say that guy is always looking out for him.
Wow, Raisin Delta olives belong in the garbage.
Whoa!
What a shot across the bow of the Greeks.
I don't tell that to the Greeks that are living to like 105.
They're in a blue zone. They're stuffed full of olives. What kind of a life is that, though, at the end of the day?
Oh, dream. Olives are like the cousins of pickles. My favorite thing.
Olives are good. I learned to love olives. I didn't like them at first because I was scared and confused.
Because they look like eyeballs?
I was scared and confused because I thought they were tiny little eyeballs. And I thought they would look at me from the inside and be able to reveal secrets. And that's not true.
No, that is true. But that's fine. You have to accept that your secrets, you have to be comfortable enough with yourself that the olives can tell your secrets.
Yes.
And that's how I feel like I've been eating olives.
Kathy, agreed, Raisin. I don't even get how they are food. What is going on? What is up with this slander?
Yeah. It's shocking.
But then the word raisin is in there.
Raisin is just a really, really dry little olive.
Yes. Nice.
Yeah, that's exactly.
These are all eyeball adjacent. Let's be honest.
What's a dried up? Can you dry an olive like you can dry a raisin? What happens to an olive?
Sure.
What happens to a dream deferred? What happens to an olive dried?
To an olive.
Wow. A lot of crossing. Let's get Dejan back in here real quick.
There you go.
No, it never happens because they all get eaten because they're so good.
We never get to. We'll
Great
never
answer.
find out what happens to a dried olive because everyone enjoys them too much.
You never throw a handful of olives on each of your fingers and just slowly eat them one by one?
You don't do that? Like oh my God, not Fugels. Remember Fugels?
Bugles, you mean?
Yeah, Bugles.
Fugles is like the bugle.
What off-brand shit were you eating at home?
I grew up different from you guys. I had
in a bag, not in a box.
You're acting like bugles are high end. They are not.
I fugle my voice and sing. Oh no. I had bugles. They were like bugles, but I was only allowed to have one of them. That's why
Yes,
they're called
exactly.
Fugels.
Yeah, like Pringle, they're opposite of Pringles. Like you must only have one.
Only one Fugle for the family.
Jay says, where do I think dry martinis come from? Let me tell you something, Jay. They don't come from an olive. I will tell you that right now.
Mm.
A dry martini means that you want less dry vermouth in it.
Well, here's the crazy thing. No one wants vermouth. The
Nobody wants vermouth in their martini.
The actual drink martini,
true?
this not to be a bartender right now, but like no one actually wants the drink martini. They want just vodka or gin,
cold liquor with sometimes a twist of lemon on top.
Yes.
And they want to be heard ordering a martini.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
True. That's true.
And whenever anyone wanted just a regular martini, I would put the vermouth in, swirl it, and then pour it out because you actually leave it in the drink, they mad.
Amen. Claxon says, yeah, the juice that comes out of a dried olive is a dry martini.
Eric, scoff.
What is vermouth? Before I say something stupid, what is vermouth?
It is not olive related. Vermouth is a liqueur that is...
Jay fucking Manchurian candidated all of us.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's the thing. If you glance any of our actual interests or skill sets, yeah, we're going to talk about
I know a little bit about what a cocktail looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Did someone say comic books? Well, actually, Superman, I used to have a lot of different powers that he has.
Oh, God. I sat through this fucking bullshit at 10 a.m. Please. Justin and Michael sat at opposite ends of a 30-foot long room and talked about comic books at 10 a.m. this morning.
Oh, no.
I was just in it.
It's crazy because you were actually like 20 minutes late. We talked about it way more before you.
My friend had a sketch that was Marvel, but it was like ASPCA, like a new Marvel movie's coming out, but it's for people who, it's for the victims are people who keep getting told and taken to Marvel movies by their friends.
Oh,
You gotta go see it.
Yeah, it's very funny. And my part was being one of those people talking, and my other friend was you, Eric, between the two of us while we're just like endlessly discussing. and she just like drank, and she's like
please save me. That's so funny.
I mean, I'm not anti comic book, anti Marvel, but there's a time and a place.
It's okay to be a little bit anti that. That's fine.
Wow.
And no one's gonna be mad at you. It's okay.
Yeah. Except for me, I'm very mad.
Except for you. Why don't we throw over to our beautiful little Venmo donation, Justin, and then get the heck out of here?
I think that's a great call. Let's hit up a little segment that we do on the reg, but this one is going to have a slightly different flavor, and I appreciate it. Let's bring us out stoner thoughts.
Shit. Stoner thoughts.
Ooh, good.
Wow, caught him off.
No auto tune there at all.
Because
somebody gave me shit for it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you don't need to take notes from Eric. You don't need to take notes from Eric.
You don't need to take notes from the Purple Man of Bay Ridge.
I don't mind with the Purple Man.
The
Purple Man has thoughts. Look out.
The Purple Man in the Marvel Comics universe is actually known for emitting a pheromone which can control people's minds. But let's get to our segment here. Trolley tickets to Melancholia stoner thoughts. Oh. Tomorrow is the last day of school, truth. And it's my first last day of school working as a paraprofessional, and I'm really going to miss these kids.
Oh,
such a sweet one.
That is such a sweet one, actually. Well, you know what? Cute. That's the thing about kids. They keep getting older and you stay the same age. You know?
I don't know. I don't think that's from a shirtless man. I don't think we want.
Is that not the quote?
It's not the quote, and it's also not the time for that quote, I guess.
I don't know. I found that inspiring personally.
Did you? Yeah.
I miss kids. I used to work with kids. That does make
you used to be a teacher as well, Rowena.
Yeah. But also it's funny when I heard that, I was like, I thought my mind went to it's the last day of school tomorrow. And my mind was already like, yes. I'm not even teaching, but I was just so happy to hear those words. So
I mean,
yeah,
here's the crazy thing. It's the last day of school tomorrow. All this week, there have been like rolling blackouts in Bed-Stuy. My kids go to school. So like we keep getting messages. It's like, hey, a lot of the rooms have been shut down, but we've consolidated the children in the music room and all this. I'm just like, oh my God, it's like the Thunderdome in there. They're really pushing them over the edge.
The kids are fine. They're stacked up on top of each other.
The kids are fine. The kids are fine. I'm like, don't start a message that way, principal.
Because we know
the werewolf is loose, but the kids are fine. He's fine. They're fine.
The kids are currently fine.
Yeah.
If we sent this email, there's nothing wrong with the kids right now.
There was
a lot of things wrong.
So funny.
We also have one other thing to plug, correct?
One final thing before we get out of here. Just a reminder that we have a show, 6 final things before we leave. But we have a show in 2 days on Friday. It's Pride themed and it's going to fucking rock. We have a Patreon that you can subscribe to. And if you subscribe to it, it'll kick you right over to our Discord and we'll stop thanking you here live. And we'll go thank you in the Discord for joining us. A bunch of content that's going to drop on that. And finally, Justin, what's the last piece of news?
We do have merch that's dropping out here. We have a Redbubble spot that you can check out. You can get that Character's Welcome bucket hat you've always wanted. The beauty of merch like this is there's too much of it immediately.
You're already like, holy shit. But here's the cool thing about Redbubble. This is what we like about it. Jorge, could you click on Justin's Urban Gardener character? There it is. It rocks. Then on the right side, under the price, could you click on Essential T-shirt? Then at the very bottom, could you click at plus 42 more products with this design? You can get it on anything, folks. If you don't want it on a T-shirt, you can get it on anything. If you want it on a hoodie, if you want it on a baseball tee, if you want it on a zip up, if you want it on a mug, if you want a pin, if you want a sticker, every design there is available for you in any format that you want.
Framed portrait.
A framed portrait.
You just got a family heirloom. I like
you just got a $60 canvas print of
very small for right above your bed.
I will say, so just a little background unrelated to the merch. I did this character at a school fundraiser for my school. That's really good. Definitely sleep there.
If somebody buys that, I will hand deliver it to your house wherever you live in the United States.
I did Urban Gardener at a school fundraiser that Eric and I hosted for my kids' elementary school. And since doing that, I've had so many teachers and parents come up to me and be like, I really liked your Urban Gardener. It's really, I've been urban gardening and there's a lot of true things you said. And I was like, yes. And in my head, I'm like, I said the line, it looks like a wizard's penis.
They all were like, I connected to this personally.
Yeah. You make sense as a parent in my circle of responsible parents.
I see wizard penises everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
you also see them?
I've exposed too much.
Hey, I really liked that character. There's a group that meets on Thursdays.
Oh man, the hype for Song of Bombfom is
and it was in the Discord too. Jay, Song of Bombfom, next thing on the list. Okay,
yes,
Song of Bombfom.
We have so many things coming. It's crazy. If you like anything we do,
that's a good place to be.
We have so many podcasts, so much merch. Shit is coming. Rowena, thank you so much for being here.
Yes, for jumping on. I felt bad I wasn't here the whole time because I love hanging out.
I hope I did. I hope I did a decent job. You know,
amazing.
I have big shoes to fill, but it was fun. No. It was fun. It's always a good time. Thank you for having me.
Of course, you rock. Let's welcome in the best tech in the biz, Jorge. There he is. Shirt on.
Caught him sleeping.
They caught me sleeping. How heavy is that man bun? Is it drenched in sweat? Is it pulling the back of your head like this?
Dude, I worked outside all day from 6 a.m. to 3 a.m. So like in the 80 degrees it's in this office right now, it's fine. This is great.
Wow, look at you. I mean, you're a Florida man. Like this is nothing for you.
Yeah.
It's
it's definitely horrible. I feel like so obligated to talk more or I want to talk more because I had the interaction with the most unhappy person I've ever met in my life today. It was stunning how I was renting a U-Haul. I had to talk to this woman. She hates me for no reason. And after she ran my credit card, she's like, declined, like in your face. I was like, run it again, lady. She's like, I'll run it once more. I was like, okay, well, it's going to work. And she did it. I was like, then why are we fighting? You're a random woman. It was nuts. Then she gave me the key. She threw the keys down. I was like, we're done. I was like, oh, okay, we're done. And I was being very friendly, more friendly than even I am on these rectangles. And she threw it, we're done. And then I went outside, U-Haul not there. I was like, it's not around here. She's like, I had to tap on the glass. She's like, I can't talk to you anymore. And we had to have, then her friend or husband or coworker came out. They had a huge fight in front of me.
They had a fight?
They had a fight in front of me because she was
friend or husband or coworker.
Unclear. There were cats.
All he knows is they were kissing a lot.
They were kissing in the middle of
fighting and working together.
I was so close to being in a throuple or a murder-suicide situation, which I think is true of a lot of those. You know, they can go
at any point in Brooklyn, you're 6 feet away from a throuple.
Well, here's the twist: I was in Queens, so that was, I think, a factor. I think that was a factor.
That changes everything.
Anyway, the guy, whoever he was, had to drive around the neighborhood to find the U-Haul. And then he was like, I'm going alone. I'll be back in a moment. And I was like, I'm not getting in your car.
I'm not going with
you. He came back and was like, I found it. It's 2 blocks from here. I was like, pleasure doing business with you, man.
I guess I'll walk later.
And I left those people behind for the rest of my life.
God damn. God. Sometimes you do have to wonder what makes somebody be like, I'm going to be miserable today and every day.
Forever.
Truly. I was like, because I feel like I'm like, how could anyone be that way? But I'm also like, make a couple of weird choices and you're just like a maniac for the rest of your life.
That's it. So you can really like dig into it. You can really like fall into it for sure.
Yeah. And then you're just like, well, there's no other way of being.
Yes, exactly.
I'm like this forever.
I love this. Raisin Delta, never go to the second location. Good job, Justin. Shouts. Thank you. I knew what to do. And I don't want to get political, but they did have they had 2 things behind the desk: a giant "Let's Go Brandon" sign and a massive clock that was an NRA clock.
Was the handgun letting them know that like you?
Yeah, was it guns? Were they M16?
That's why I was like, I have to get out of here. This could turn bad.
You think that's franchise approved? You think U-Haul knows about either of those things?
Oh, I thought you meant the NRA clock.
No, U-Haul.
It's a
you think
homemade.
U-Haul's like, we stand behind you.
Yeah.
I can't imagine they do, and also they don't. They definitely don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jay with hottest joke of the night right there. They ordered a Glock with Zelda. Oh man, that's so funny.
So good.
That's a banger.
Better shut down the Patreon.
Comedy's over. It. Everybody subscribe to Jay's Patreon from here on out. We're done.
Yeah, we're a Jay slush fund. That's it.
Yes. Wow, this is so much fun, folks. We'll see you in 2 days at our live show where Justin and I will be doing something.
Question mark. That's what we're doing.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
See you next week, if
Bye.
not before. Later.